y'all, it's Stephanie, and in today's video, as you can tell from the title, I'm going to be showing you guys my in-depth everyday makeup routine. But before we get into it, if you're not already, I'm going to need you to subscribe, hit that subscribe button down below, and hit the bell button right next to it. That way you can be notified every single time I upload a new video. Be sure to give this video a big fat thumbs up. And without further ado, let's jump right into it. So a couple weeks ago on my Instagram and TikTok, I posted this video. I got a couple of comments from both platforms of people just asking me what my makeup routine was, and I figured this is the perfect opportunity to film an updated makeup routine video. Ever since the pandemic started, I found that my makeup style and just overall makeup routine has changed. Some steps and products are the same from previous videos, but I find that the look of my makeup is a lot different. It's more soft, not as heavy, caked up. I like a more soft, natural glam now versus a super full glam that I used to like. I find things like my brows are softer, my lashes are a lot smaller. I don't use the same, 25mm lashes, things like that. I don't use lipstick as much. Now I just am kind of a gloss girl. And it's a whole bunch of different things all around. I don't do this every day. I found that with the pandemic, I actually wear a lot less makeup than I used to. I love this makeup routine because I can use it for literally anything, whether I'm going out super fancy or just going to a work meeting. I feel like this makeup look is appropriate in literally any setting. So yeah, if you want to know how you can achieve this look, then keep watching. So the first step in my makeup routine is primer. Just like if you're painting on a canvas, you want to make sure that your canvas is nice and primed before you apply the paint, so your paint can, stick and stay vibrant and last on the canvas. It's the same thing with our face. For primer, I like to start off with the Urban Decay priming spray. This is the B6 vitamin infused prep and priming complexion spray. I've been using this for years now, back when I used to work at Ulta Beauty. I like this spray because not only does it have ingredients that helps to even the skin tone and balance the skin, it also has oil absorbing ingredients, and I noticed that my makeup lasts longer when I use this spray, and I don't end up as shiny at the end of the day. The next product I like to use to prime my face is the Milk Makeup Hydrogrip primer. This primer, I have been using it for years. You guys have seen it in dozens of my tutorials. It's just one of those products where I don't know what's gonna take for me to let go of it, but it's just so good. This primer is just a game changer. Like, it just has a type of stickiness to it that I find my makeup just like stays on all day, and it leaves my skin feeling nice and hydrated and radiant. The next step in my makeup routine is brows. I like to use the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil to fill in my brows. If y'all know me, I was a dip brow girl through and through, and it took me a while to like finally find a brow pencil that I really liked, and I've tried so many. It's just so pigmented, it doesn't break on me, and I just love this pencil. And then to kind of just seal everything in, to lock in the brow, I like to use the NYX brow glue. And yeah, I just like to use this to kind of just lock my brow hairs into place and just set my brows after I fill them in with my Benefit brow pencil. Alright, after I am done applying the brow gel, I like to just kind of clean up my brows with concealer. The concealer I'm going to be using is the Too Faced Multi Sculpting Concealer. I like to use the shade of Butterscotch, which is a lighter shade on the bottom part of my brow. And then I like to use the shade Chai, which is a darker shade that matches my skin tone, on the top part of my brows. Ever since the pandemic started, I haven't been a huge fan of wearing foundation. I don't know, it just feels like too much is on my face. I don't care for the cakiness of foundation, and quite frankly, I've stepped it up on my skincare routine, and your girl don't even need foundation no more. But when I do just want like some extra coverage, or just feel like, putting some extra on my face, then I have been loving the Fenty Eaze Drop Skin Tint. I'm in the shade 19. I don't wear it all the time. Like I said, most of the times I just skip the foundation step and just go straight to concealer. But just for the sake of the video, I want to make sure that I include like a base product just for anybody who needs some more coverage. I love this stuff because it's super lightweight, but it still gives you enough coverage. And I also like that it's buildable, so if you do need extra coverage, you can kind of like build it and work your way up with this product. But I just love how lightweight it feels on the skin. I almost feel like there's nothing there, but it still gives you that extra amount of coverage, which is just like perfect for somebody like me. Next is concealer. I'm going back in with the Too Faced Multi-Sculpting Concealer. I recently fell back in love with this product and I've been obsessed. I've been using it like every single time I've been doing my makeup. Like I mentioned earlier, I use this all over my face as a substitution instead of like wearing foundation. Another huge tip that's improved my makeup is letting my concealer dry down. I find that you just get way better coverage when you let your concealer dry down. Using my journal to just kind of speed up the process. I usually have my fan handy, but it's charging right now. I love it because it doesn't crease on me in that under eye area. It stays nice and put, and it gives me amazing coverage, and it's super easy to blend. So 10 out of 10, highly recommend. For setting powder, I like to use the Mercier translucent powder. This has been something I've been using since I think high school, honestly. It's just too good. Like, this powder is just too good. Like, Mercier put her foot into this powder, and I like to put this like just all over my face, obviously to set my concealer. And yeah, so I just put this everywhere that I put the concealer. And then I also like to put some in like around like my chin area where my mask is gonna be. I like to put like extra powder like around where my mask is going to be, just to like, you know, prevent my makeup from transferring. I like to let the powder just kind of like sit on my nose while I move on to the next step, which is contour. If you're ever trying to find out like where you should apply your contour, just squeeze your face in. See that line? You don't want to apply like directly in that line. You want to go like just slightly above the line, like right there. For contouring, not much has changed there. I still use my Fenty Beauty matchsticks in the shade Espresso. I just love this thing. It's just so easy to blend. It's the perfect contour shade for me. And yeah, Miss Riri did her thing when she made this. Now that the contour is on, this is what I kind of look like after I apply my contour. I try to like chisel out like, you know, down here, get that nice and snatched, cheekbones, and then a little bit of the forehead. Now that the contour is all blended out, I'm going to clean it up. I learned this hack on TikTok. Instead of using translucent powder, which is what I used to use, I'm going to take my Eaze drop, the foundation that I used, and I'm going to just apply just a little tiny bit on the same brush that I used for my to clean up my brows. And then we're just going to take that and drag like a little line right under the contour where you want to kind of clean it up. Go back in with my foundation brush that I used earlier and just blend it out. A little tippy tip for the girls if you want to like clean up your contour. And I just feel like it looks way less ashy when you do this versus like when you use translucent powder. Like, it looks way less ashy, and I just love how that looks. So yeah, dust this powder off my nose. After contouring, I'm going to go in with the Sephora Microsmooth powder. This is another product that just does it for me every time. This is an all over face powder. You can wear this like as a foundation if you want to. I just like to apply this all over my face, just kind of as like a finishing powder, just to go back in and just smooth everything, make everything look nice and seamless and airbrushed, and just in case there are any harsh lines, just to, you know, have everything nice and blended. After applying the powder all over my face, I like to go back in with bronzer. This is the Morphe Showmance Bronzer Contour Duo, also known as a Brontour. I've been using this for so long. It is so good, and I just like to go back in after applying that powder all over my face, just to kind of bring back some of that dimension and warmth that kind of got lost with all of the powder, you know. I also like to add my bronzer on the side of my nose and also drag it kind of like into the crease of my eye. I also take that contour powder on the under part of my eye as well. I'm just going to be taking a smaller brush and putting that under my eye. After all of that face makeup, I like to go in and use some setting spray. The setting spray that I'm using is the Milk Makeup Hydrogrip setting spray. The setting spray is life-changing. It barely transfers and it has your makeup set in place in like all day, but it still gives you that radiant glowy look, which I love. Now that the setting spray has dried down, we're gonna move into highlighter. The LaBronze highlighter by Aina and Artist Couture. She understood the assignment. Like, this highlighter is just phenomenal. Like, I don't think I will ever get tired of it. It just looks so good on a black skin, and I'm going to be using it today. Unfortunately, I think it's discontinued though if you don't have it, but it is just so good. Ooh, it's blinding, it's blinding, it's just everything. Next step is blush, my favorite step. I am obsessed with this Juvia's Place blush palette, so I'm going to be using it today. I honestly use every shade in here. It's just so good. The colors are so pigmented. Every shade works for black skin, which I love. They're super duper easy to blend. Just kind of mix them and then yeah, just apply. And I love blush. Blush loves me, and together we're a beautiful blush family. For eyes, I keep it pretty simple. I just like to use a brown liner on my waterline. This one is the Marc Jacobs brown eyeliner. After applying that eyeliner, next up is eyelashes. I like to apply some mascara before I apply falsies. I'm not even going to attempt to apply lashes on camera, but if you guys want a detailed tutorial on how I apply lashes, I have an entire video dedicated to that. I'll link it down below, and it's also up in the cards as well, so go check that out. All right, so lashes are on. I just like to wear like pretty natural lashes. I couldn't tell you guys where these are from. I got them from the beauty supply store a long time ago. Now that lashes are on, we're gonna end this tutorial with lips. Today I'm going to be using some NYX butter glosses. These are some of my favorite lip glosses ever. I'm going to be taking 2 shades, one in Gingersnap and one in Fortune Cookie. I use Gingersnap first and just apply all over. And then I'm going to take Fortune Cookie right on top of Gingersnap. Then I'm going to take a little bit of Chesnut to do some reverse lining and just kind of go in like that. I'm going to finish off the look with some Urban Decay All Nighter Spray. And just kind of go back in with some more setting spray. And that pretty much wraps up the makeup tutorial. That is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys liked the final look, how everything came out. If you have any questions at all, make sure you comment them down below. I will be responding. Also, all the products shown in this video will be in the description box, so make sure you check that out if you missed anything. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. Mwah.